Alright, welcome back. Good morning, all that stuff. Good weekend. Bank holiday weekend, isn't it? So, yeah, see what's happening. Alright, yeah, what's been happening on YouTube? What have I seen? Auditing Britain. Great channel, that Auditing Britain. As everybody knows, there's an auditor called AB, goes around the UK and just proving how incompetent and clueless the police is in modern day Britain. The women have got bleeding nail extensions, painted nails. I mean, how are they going to tussle with someone? You know, they'd be too worried about breaking a nail. You know, oh, I've chipped a nail. Oh, do you arrest him? And what with all the police now being LGBTQ and, you know, and batting for the other team, and they just, some of them are young and they just don't look like they've been trained right. It's just woke snowflake, you know, stupidness, if you ask me. But big up to AB, yeah, loving his channel, I've got to say. And yeah, always, you know, I mean, their videos I can watch all the way through without, you know, fast forwarding on a bit, you know, a better speed like I have to do with certain others on this corner. Yeah, and big up to Billy Moore as well. Been following him for a while. Out and about, showing the degenerates of the UK, showing really how I'd say 70% of the people in the UK are really living, you know, under this broken Britain, under Keir Starmer, who's still adamant that he's got to protect Ukraine, you know, he's got to protect Ukraine's borders, you know, sod all has, do you know what I mean, bring them over. You know what makes me laugh, yeah? Say, you know, Auditing Britain, yeah? He makes that like he's writing down the police's, you know, in their car parks, their registration numbers of their car. They're out there flapping around, 10 police searching him. Do you know what I mean? But when there's a crime in this country, they don't come. They'll come 3-4 days later. I mean, if you have your bicycle stolen or you've been burgled, you know, don't expect to reply for a week or two. You know what I mean? And they're just incompetent. And yeah, and Billy Moore, back to Billy Moore, yeah, great stuff. This is how we're really living. Like, Starmer, he's not protecting our borders, is he? You know what I mean? Men in boats, in hotels, without the right paperwork, they come over, but as soon as you're auditing, you have to show, have you got your passport? Have you got a driving licence? What's your name, mate? You know what I mean? And yet we have all these people over here that nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows what prison from what country they've come from before they've fled to the UK. I mean, how is this country going to stop anyone? How is this country going to fight any wars? We can't even stop a few dinghies, you know what I mean, with a couple of dozen men on them, you know, daily. You know, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times a day, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, big up to Billy Moore. Very warm guy, and you can tell he's a tough nut. He's got a really thick neck, as Billy. I know he's lived the life, and I know he's, you know, battled his own addictions, and he's a fighting man, you know, like myself. Yeah, but he's got a really thick neck. Really, yeah, really built well for a geezer that's, you know, he's no spring chicken. You know, big up to Billy Moore. This is where, unfortunately, it all goes downhill. Paul Dumbo Venice just uploaded a video this morning of him sparring. Paul, your stance is all wrong, mate. You see, what most little guys like you, because he's only 5'1.5", little shorty pads, is Paul Venice. Oh, I've hurt me neck. Oh. But he's okay to spar and lift weights and inject steroids. And he's like, look, Paul, what most little guys do is they like that. They hide away. They just clamor up, you know. You know, and then a big guy will come like that, you know? And they'll boom, 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 you know? So open up them wings, you know what I mean? Protect that chin. And that's some chin to protect, isn't it? I think you need both hands to protect that, mate. But open up. Because most little shorty pants, like, you don't hide away like you was that day. You know when you got shouted at, when you was fair play, man, for Dougie Joyce and Dean Ball? Nah, Danny's not my mate. Never seen him before. If I stay quiet, they won't know I'm here. It's a taxi here yet. Nothing to do with me, mate. Danny's not my friend. You crap. church mouse. And people think that that guy's the real deal, and he's had one fight in 9 years. People think, like, you know what I mean, like he's a professional, should we say? He's amateur, and I'm being kind. So the stupid, stinking, sniffing sheriff has fallen on hard times. I don't watch him, so I don't know. I did see a little bit of his other one where he's crying about his ex. You know, when he had that ginormous stomach, and nothing's changed from what I know. Dimmy Mushroom, bang on, brother. Bang on. Everything you said in your new video was bang on. I have no empathy for the sheriff. He attacked you, he attacked me, he attacked Amy, he attacked Bushwhacker Luke, aka the Murph, JDP, narrative destroyer, with some of the most malicious rhetoric you could think of, you know? The guy deserves everything he gets. It's called karma. Shame on Bushwhacker Luke for trying to offer the sheriff his house to stay in and be his friend after some of the shit he threw at Bushwhacker Luke, aka the Murph, you know? Murph too needy on it. I've always said he comes on too desperate for a friend. Ring mate, I hear it. He's been trying to contact Video Craig behind the scenes. He was going to have Scotty G in his ass. You're too needy, Murph. You're too desperate for these pretend YouTube friends. Don't be, mate. You can do better than a lot of them. You're getting yourself in the shape of your life. You don't need addicts, scoundrels and scallywags around you, thieving little, you know what. But bang on, Dimmy, respect to Dimmy. Good video, mate, yeah. I had no empathy for Sheriff. Basically, he can rot in hell from all that. He mocked the dead. He called everyone the most malicious things that could come out of his big fat mouth. Coats out of his brain, scratching, sniffing, twitching. Yeah, you made me look a bit stupid now, haven't you? Oh, I've been dumped. Good fucking job. And you won't get another woman. You've seen the size of you. Like fucking 10-ton Tessie, mate. Built like a fucking tank. A Sherman. Yeah, so I see a little bit of Video Craig last night. What the fuck? Seemed like he had a lisp. Craig, was you sucking on a gobstopper or something, mate? Thing like you was talking through your tongue when you're doing, you know, the reviews for that day. I know he's in your little cupboard. Oh, he's living large as Craig. Yep, oh, new mansion, £1,000 in the bank. Yep. A huge YouTuber with his 6,000, 7,000 viewers. Huge, it's broke. They broke the mould when they made Video Craig. But I don't know, Craig, he must have been what he's on. I know Craig's been sober for 18 months. He's got a little badge to prove it. Along with his little plastic wrestling figures. And his stupid arcade machine. And his stupid mohawk. But no, Craig, he's alright. He's bearable. He's watchable. But I don't know what happened to his mouth. Maybe someone sewn his tongue to his fucking top lip or something. You know, got very peculiar. Speaking of men that are not looking their best, he's Decker, bless him. You know, he's talking about Brett May, and you know he would be up for having a fight with Brett May. Decker, you know, mate, I wish you the best. I really do. I hope you turn your life around, mate. But from the state of you, from the look of you, you look seriously ill. You know, I mean, you can keep your eyes open now, barely. You look grey. You look, I don't know. You just don't. You look like you're on your last legs. So it will take you about 16 to 20 weeks to get fit for Brett May. And it will take him, after you've got fit, in 16, 20 weeks, a further 24 weeks to get fit. So this fight would never happen. It'll be just another one of these imaginary training camps, you know what I mean, and back and forths. And I mean, Brett May is never going to fight. It's about the YouTube shekels. It's all about YouTube. You saw him gloating with his 20,000 subs and his £1,700 estimated revenue a month. Thought he'd be earning more than that, to be fair. You know, props to Craig. Yeah, I think Craig mentioned this last night. Yeah, Video Craig. But yeah, not a lot. Maybe a lot of the videos are getting what's the word? Checked, you know, they're yellow before they go green, and by that time everyone's already watched them, you know. When they're under review, they can take up to 24 hours before the video will go green. I don't know. Mind you, I don't know how they go green. There's some of the stuff that comes out of Brett May's mouth, but he just sat in bed, looking out of shape, the head like a fucking Funko Pop. If it gets any bigger, it'll pop. Jesus Christ. Brett, you're practically obese, mate. Fucking hell. You know, it can't be healthy. You're out of breath talking. How you going to fight or walk or... You're finished. All right, you are mildly entertaining, and yeah, the back and forth with Danny was funny, even though everyone knew there was never going to be no fights. You're never going to fight. It's all about the YouTube shekels. It's all about the back and forths. It's all about earning a YouTube crust, as you've proven yourself. So yeah, it's just delusions, isn't it? You know, all this. Oh yeah, I've fallen out with the fair play man, Andrew Anthony, and you know, just like you fell out with the Shadow Bacon, just like how you fell out with Paul Dunbar Venice, just how you fell out with Danny Christie, just how you fell out with Decca Heggie, just how you fell out with fucking half the other YouTube misfits, and you've done nothing, and you will never do anything. God bless everyone. Have a good day. I'll speak to you soon.